Box number 22. I really am happy about getting these memory boxes out. So I've been doing a lot of them when I see them through the side of the box. Besides being interesting to me, they're very easy to unpack. It's mostly just a memory box and a few things stuffed around the outside of it. So let's get this one, see which years it is. And as I do this, I'll just say what was happening in those years. We don't really have to go through the artifacts themselves. Ooh, okay. My bank account at the World Esperanto Association, which I worked at, it was sort of my after-college internship. Yeah, not much to say there. This is interesting. So when I was still in high school, my senior year, I got the producing bug. I was doing a lot of, I was going crazy. It was a real manic frenzy because I felt like one part of my life was ending, and it was, and that I had to make certain accomplishments. And I actually had a bit of a breakdown in about February of that year. But part of that was I worked it out with the school, so I would produce the Fantastics in an auditorium at school. And I played El Gallo, and I got, I held auditions, got a couple of professional musicians, got some money from the school. And yeah, these are tickets. 1985, you can see I was using computers at the time, so I actually was able to print up, computer-generated or computer-created tickets. I think that might have been in the print shop in the high school, actually. Yeah, and the programs. How about that? Sure, why not? Since if anybody from Mount Kisco is watching this will be entertaining to them. Those were the people who were in it. Cool. All right. Many more photos. This, again, I was very active in photography at the time, and I'm sure I developed these. Yeah, I developed and printed these. Oh, wow. Yeah. Lots of good stuff here, actually. That's my ex, actually. These are good pictures. Awesome. Oh, and it looks on the top. That's funny. I developed some old film that had been in a camera for decades, and I remember that video came out. And it's of my niece and nephew playing in the yard, and it's very grainy and has a real vibe to it. All right, I love stuff like this, and this is a beautiful example. Right around when I was 7, this is what they were selling mail order. Haha, vibrators, ha ha ha, nice. Oh, cool. I'm sure at some point I'll tell the story of Joni Blank, who created Good Vibrations, the store in San Francisco, who was a friend of mine. I just found this while I was unpacking another one of these great catalogs. Wow, the styling. I mean, look at that jewelry. Isn't that great? Zoom in on some of that. Oh, yeah. All right, so which memory box is it this time? These are so hard to get out of the box, though. All right. These are 2006 to 2008, a time of a lot of change in my life. As I say, I'm not going to go into these. But yeah, in 2007, I learned that is that right? No, it must have been 2008. Well, in 2007, I was still living at 14th Street in San Francisco. In 2008, but I was already looking at leaving San Francisco. In 2008, my partner and I, who was living with me at the time, learned that we were getting evicted because the landlord wanted to sell the place. And that's when I decided to move back to Oberlin. And the last few months of 2008, I think I actually was just taking temporary places, couch surfing, staying with friends out of state, that kind of thing. So I'm sure these boxes contain a lot of interesting things. That's all, easy one.